Hello everyone, welcome to my sacred space and to my channel, of course. This is Love No Limits. My name is Kay and here is your daily pick a card reading. Now this reading should give you some insight on what is going to be occurring for you within the next 72 hours, aka this weekend. However, the reading is timeless, so whenever you come across the video is when the message is meant to be heard. So meditate on which pile is for you. Feel free to choose as many piles as you feel called to. If the readings end up resonating, let me know down in those comments below. Be sure to hit that thumbs up button, my friends, and subscribe to the channel if you have not done so already. All three of these things really help promote more content in the future. But my friends, let's jump right into the pile selection. This is going to, of course, be pile number 1. This is going to be pile number 2. And this is going to be pile number 3. As always, timestamps are located down below in that description box, so without further ado, let's jump right into it. Pile number 1, welcome to your reading today, my friends. This reading is timeless, of course, so whenever you come across the video is when the message is meant to be heard. But this reading should give you some insight on what is going to be occurring for you within the next 72 hours. So pile number 1. Today, you guys have picked this Goddess Temple Oracle deck card, number 16, Carnunos with the Creative. So number 16 with the Creative. Adult man, companion chosen by the goddess in her aspect as queen, from whom he receives sovereignty is called upon as king, to share the power that is responsibility and wisdom. He will lead you to discover what healthy masculine means, beyond the rules and dictates of social systems. To understand what is naturally masculine or feminine, the healthy masculine has integrated and recognized the presence of the healthy feminine. Within himself, in harmony and respect for creation, the awareness of one's sexual and creative energy, along with dignity, completeness, and grounding. He balances himself with the 4 elements and with the spiritual dimension and the embodied dimension. So, pile number 1, very interesting start to the read here. To me, this card really is all about, like it suggests, a healthy masculine and a healthy feminine. So pile number 1, I'm picking up a few different energies, okay, based on this card alone. For some of you, I feel like within the next 72 hours, if you resonate with being or identifying as male, I definitely can see more harmony and balance coming into your life as a result of you accepting your feminine side. If that's not the case, pile number 1, and you identify as female, I kind of feel a similar case being applicable here. I definitely feel more harmony, okay, entering your life within the next 72 hours. However, I feel like it has a lot to do with the masculine and feminine roles. Now, for some of you, this could be, this reading could have a lot to do with some sort of healthy relationship, okay, that you're in. This could be romantic, a family member with a family member, a close friend. Take it how it's going to resonate. But I definitely see a lot of creativity, okay, a lot of inspiration coming from both a masculine and feminine source. So pile number 1, let's dive a little deeper and see what your cards have to say. So your first tarot card today is the Princess of Swords, which is the Page of Swords. So the Page of Swords to me often represents being stuck in some sort of student-like energy. Okay, the swords in general could represent the mind, communication. So perhaps within the next 72 hours, you may find yourself communicating with someone. Okay, for some of you, I'm definitely picking up an energy that you'll be communicating with someone of the opposite sex. Again, this is giving me very student-like energy. So perhaps you are uncovering, okay, some sort of experience or knowledge or inspiration that you've come across, okay? Whatever it may be, I feel like it does have a lot to do with the masculine and feminine here. So perhaps you're finding a new approach to something, pile number 1. For some of you, I'm definitely picking up a sense that if you resonate with kind of like doing something a certain way, and that way no longer working for you, perhaps you are interested at this time in learning a new way, okay? For example, if you identify as female, right? And say you are, say you have your own business, okay? This is just an example, so only take it if it actually resonates. Say you identify as female, okay, you're running your own business. Now, in my opinion, nowadays, when you see, woman boss energy, what can often happen is they take on a very masculine role, right? And it works for some people, okay? And it doesn't work for others, especially down the line. So pile number one, I feel like what I'm trying to say right now is I definitely see you being more open, okay, to trying something in a different way, okay? Perhaps coming off differently, okay, in the way you communicate here. Again, Page of Swords could often represent communication, but let's dive a little deeper. So your second tarot card today is the Two of Discs. Yes, exactly. So the Two of Discs to me can often represent, a juggling energy of some kind. It could represent, having two ways to go about doing something and being a little unsure of which way to actually go about it. So again, pile number one, I feel like within the next 72 hours, whether this has to do with approaching something in a feminine way or approaching something in a masculine way, I feel like in general, you are going to be analyzing, okay, what is working for you at this time and what is not. And perhaps, again, you will be open-minded to changing your approach here. The Two of Pentacles represents, having two options and being a little unsure on which one to go about. You know what I mean? So I definitely see a lot more clarity entering your energetic field within the next 72 hours, as well as being a little more decisive as well. So your last tarot card today is the Queen of Bees, which is the Queen of Swords. So the Queen of Swords to me can often represent an energy of putting your emotions aside, okay, to focus on the facts. The Queen of Swords can come across as a very cold figure. However, what may look like to being cold, or what may look cold to someone, can look emotionally responsible to someone else. I hope that makes sense. I'll give you a little example. So, for example, say you are someone who believes in tough love, right? And you understand how valuable, tough love can be, because yes, unconditional love is there, right? But when you start creating boundaries, okay, not only for the sake of yourself, but for the sake and progression of other people, it could come across as a little cold, right? For example, it's like the one person that always says no, right? Right off the bat, no one wants to be a no person, right? But the Queen of Swords can be described as a no person, right? She has boundaries to protect herself, to protect what she values. And although it comes across as being a little cold, for her approach works. So at the end of the day, pile number one, I definitely see you, okay, being open-minded to some sort of new approach, some sort of new way to approach something or communicate something, okay? Take it how it's resonating. But pile number one, I have your last oracle card here, my friends. Now this card should give us some solid advice on how to move forward. Ooh, so you guys have, oh, by the way, this card is from the Angels and Ancestors Oracle deck. And you guys have Seer, see beyond the current situation. See beyond the current situation. So pile number one, this is your advice. You're being advised to see the bigger picture here, okay, which is very interesting to me because this Carinos, the creative card, really does represent having a healthy balance of masculine and feminine energy. And somewhere in the description, there was something suggesting feeling complete, feeling whole. So for the majority of you here, pile number one, I'm definitely picking up a sense that within the next 72 hours, whatever hasn't been currently working out or working in your favor, by being and remaining open to new possibilities, new way in communicating, new ways of seeing a situation, I feel like you're going to broaden your horizons Okay, it's going to allow you to see beyond, to see the bigger picture, and it's going to help you act accordingly. I feel like for the majority of you here, within the next 72 hours, you are taking yourself out of a Two of Pentacles energy, right? And you are, staying strong within your power. For some of you, you could come across as a little irritable, a little cold within the next 72 hours. However, for the majority of you here, again, the word tough love just keeps coming to my mind. Whether this means that you need to be a little tougher on yourself or the people around you, okay? For your benefit, by the way, and their benefit as well. But pile number one, I have this Astro Oracle deck here, and I'm being called to give it a shuffle. So I'm going to give this deck a shuffle and just see if any... Sorry, pile number one, my camera just flipped over. But yes, so I'm going to give this Astro Oracle deck a shuffle and just ask Spirit if there's any other pieces of information or advice that you need to hear today. So Spirit, is there anything else you have for pile number one? Any other pieces of advice, key pieces of information, what they should be focusing on right now? All right, so you guys got two Oracle cards here. And the first one says Earth, with pragmatic, grounded, and enduring. Interesting, because in the creative card, the word grounding was used quite frequently. So yes, within the next 72 hours, you're being advised to stay rooted, okay, stay connected, stay open-minded here. Beautiful. And with the word pragmatic, I feel like by submerging yourself within this type of energy here, it's going to help you solve some sort of problem or issue or challenge. Take it how it resonates. So that was Earth. And you guys also have 7th house in Libra. And it says partnerships, balance, and one-on-one relationships. Interesting, because again, the Chronos, the creative, it was all about having a healthy masculine and the healthy feminine. Balance, right? So for some of you, perhaps within the next 72 hours, this reading could have a lot to do with your relationships, okay? And how you treat people, how you let people treat you, how you treat yourself. So only take what resonates, pile number one, and of course leave what doesn't. I really hope this reading helped. If it did, if it sounds like it's resonating, let me know down in those comments below. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel if you have not done so already. All three of these things really do go a long way. Also, if you feel called to donate to the channel, all that information is down below. However, it is not required, my friends, and only donate if you have the funds to do so. But pile number one, most importantly, okay, have a peaceful, harmonious next 72 hours. Don't forget to stay or to remain open to new possibilities and remain open to new ways of seeing things and or doing them. Pile number one, have a fabulous next 72, and I will catch you guys next time. Hello, pile number two. Welcome to your reading today, my friends. This reading is timeless, of course, so whenever you come across the video is when this message is meant to be heard. But pile number two, this reading should give you some insight on what is going to be occurring for you within the next 72 hours. So today, you guys have picked this Goddess Temple Oracle card, number 25 with Fire Dream. Number 25 with Fire Dream. Recall the importance of the flame of creative, vital and sexual energy which runs through us as human beings who are full of the natural and wild vitality of the goddess. Nourish the creative and sexual flame. Seek out the stimuli that lead to the vision of your inner flame together with your journey. Interesting. So pile number two, very random here. The description for this card does land on page 31. For some reason, I'm being drawn to that number, so you may associate with being 31, having a birthday on the 31st. Okay, the number 4 could be of some sort of significance for you. Only take that if it resonates. But number 25, the Fire Dream. It's very interesting because as I was meditating on your pile, I did start sweating. And I did start to get very, very warm. So within the next 72 hours, I definitely have a feeling of things heating up for you. Okay, like this card suggests, you could be engaging in some sort of sexual activity or relationship. If that's the case, be sure to stay safe and protected. Okay. However, if that's not the case, I'm definitely overall just feeling your sacral chakra kind of igniting at this time. So your sacral chakra is located right where your pelvic bone is, and it's responsible for our creativity, our passion, okay, the vitality, and what gets us excited. So pile number 2, I feel like within the next 72 hours, okay, some passion is entering your life here. Things are heating up. For some of you, again, this could have a lot to do with some sort of relationship or bond forming here. But let's dive a little deeper and see what comes of this. So pile number 2. Wow, so your first tarot card today, my friends, is the Sun card. Talk about the heat. So the Sun card, this is pretty self-explanatory, right? Joy, positivity, light, heat, passion, vitality, life, energy. All of these words are coming to mind. So within the next 72 hours, okay, I definitely am picking up this energy that you will feel like a child again. For some of you, I am picking up, okay, perhaps you will be meeting someone. Okay, this could be a new person, someone from the past. You could already be in some sort of relationship with this person. But I feel like if this does have to do with the connection of another, this person is going to make you feel like a kid again. Okay? This person is going to help you get back in touch with your inner child. Okay? Very beautiful stuff. And even if the reading doesn't have to do with another person, either way, within the next 72 hours, there is something entering your life to provide more joy, more illumination. Another thing I want to point out is the 2 birds, okay, located at the top of this card. To me, black birds could often represent messages or a messenger of some kind, and you guys do have 2 birds here. So within the next 72 hours, perhaps someone will actually reach out to you and give you some good news here, pile number 2. But let's dive a little deeper. So your next tarot card is the Wheel of Fortune. So the Wheel of Fortune, to me, this is all about cycles. Okay, it's also connected to our karma. So with the Wheel of Fortune coming out after the Sun card, I feel like within the next 72 hours, some divine timing may be at play here. Something was destined to happen. If this does have to do with another person, this person was destined that you'd meet them, okay? Something is definitely coming towards you, pile number 2, and whatever this Wheel of Fortune is representing, it's going to help you realign to your life purpose, to what sparks you, to what gives you joy and what makes you excited. Beautiful energy. So pile number 2. Your last tarot card today, my friends, is the Hanged Man. It is in reverse, so I don't usually read reversals. However, this card was in reverse for another pile I did, so perhaps I just didn't flip it back upright. So I'm going to read it upright. So to me, the Hanged Man often represents, okay, remaining patient, okay, remaining unmoved, having faith in what's coming. Having faith in what's coming and not letting the current external forces knock you down. Okay, to me, this is very Piscean energy. So perhaps within the next 72 hours, you will be connecting with a Pisces here. Actually, it is pretty interesting, right? Because upright to me, this could symbolize patience, waiting. But again, you guys got it in reverse. So I feel like that has a lot to do with the timing being now. Okay, you are no longer waiting. Something is coming towards you within the next 72 hours to help this wheel turn in your favor, something that will make you feel excited, okay, especially if you resonate with quite recently. Feeling a lack of inspiration, I'm picking up, especially if quite recently you have been feeling a little bit left out. That wanted to come out. Only take that if it resonates. But yeah, I feel like within the next 72 hours, a lot of joy and harmony is entering your life, pile number 2. And with the Hangman in reverse, the time is now. You are no longer waiting for something. Something is coming towards you, or perhaps you are coming towards it. Take it how it resonates. Beautiful, beautiful stuff. But pile number 2. I have your last oracle card here. This is from the Angels and Ancestors Oracle deck. It should really give us some solid advice on how to move forward. So, you guys have Broken Arrow with Embrace the Energy of Peace. Broken Arrow with Embrace the Energy of Peace. So an arrow is a form of weapon, right? It's a type of weapon. So something is breaking down, pile number 2. Okay, for the majority of you here, I am picking up that perhaps this was a past energy. You may resonate with feeling a recent tower moment in your life, right? And perhaps as a result, your faith in something was questioned. I'm picking up for some of you. Only take this if it resonates. But I'm definitely seeing that within the next 72 hours, whatever broke in the past, okay, is helping spring you forward. Very interesting. Actually, I'm actually seeing a visual, okay, of someone actually taking an arrow and putting it in the bow, right? And because they pull too hard, I'm seeing the arrow breaking. So something in your past, pile number 2, you may resonate with something just flat out not working out in your favor, something breaking. Again, a tower moment I'm picking up. So within the next 72 hours, I feel like with the Wheel of Fortune, something is coming back around, and it's going to help provide you with more peace, with more serenity, and inspiration as well. I feel like whatever's coming your way, pile number 2, it is meant to get you fired up in a good way, of course, in a positive way, right? But pile number 2, to end your reading, I have the Astro Oracle deck here. So I'm just going to give this deck a little shuffle and ask Spirit, is there anything else for pile number 2 to be aware of? Any other pieces of advice? Okay, anything they should be focusing on right now? So Spirit, ooh. What should pile number 2 be focusing on right now? All right, so you guys got 2. Let's take a look. This one wanted to fly out. So this one, your first one is 8th house in Scorpio with metamorphosis, death, and rebirth. Yes, again, something that didn't work out before is coming back around. This is transformative energy. To me, this is 100% a caterpillar going into the cocoon, being ripped to shreds in there, and then coming out as a butterfly. So pile number 2, within the next 24 hours, okay, with the Scorpio, with the scorpionic energy here, perhaps some more depth is going to be added into whatever situation you're currently in. Okay, I feel like the word depth and inspiration are going to work hand in hand with you. Again, to me, this energy has everything to do with letting what isn't working die, so something that can work be reborn, right? Beautiful. So you guys also have the waxing crescent moon with focus, conceptualization, and strategy. So focus, conceptualization, and strategy. Yeah, by the end of the next 72 hours, I feel like you guys are going to have a better plan, okay, for yourself. Take that how it resonates. It's going to hit everyone so differently, right? But all I can say about this card is, yeah, I feel like through this heated time, okay, through this passionate time, it's going to help you focus on what you truly want and help you focus on what is truly important to you. And when you take the time to step back and ask yourself, what is it that's truly important to me? It becomes easier to make the plan on how to achieve it, right? So pile number 2, beautiful stuff here. Within the next 72 hours, I definitely see something coming back around. Okay, a second chance for some of you. Take it how it resonates. But yeah, what was broken? Okay, just because something is broken doesn't mean it necessarily dies. Sometimes you can take what's broken and use it for something else, right? I'll give you an example. So I have a glass cup, and it was one of my favorite glasses, and it cracked. And although I can't use it to drink because that's not safe, right? I actually have the little cup or the glass, and it's currently in my room, okay, on a bookshelf, and it's just holding my little knickknacks. So that's a good example of me using something that no longer functions the way I want it to, but using it as a resource for something else. So I definitely see, again, something that didn't work out before kind of helping guide you and how to make something work now. So I hope that made sense, my friends. But yes, I believe that's all I'm seeing in your reading. If you resonated with this message, be sure to let me know down in the comments below. Hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. It is the easiest way to find me and my content. If you are feeling called to make a donation, all of that information is down below. However, not required, my friends, okay? And only do so if you have the funds. I do know we're living in tough times, so... But yes, pile number 2, most importantly, have an inspiring next 72 hours here. Have an uplifting next 72 hours. Have a joyful next 72 hours. And I will catch you guys next time. Hello, pile number 3. Welcome to your reading today, my friends. This reading is timeless, so whenever you come across the video is when the message is meant to be heard. But pile number 3, this reading should give you some insight on what is going to be occurring for you within the next 72 hours. So today you guys have picked this Goddess Temple Oracle card, number 15 with Fwill the Lover. So number 15 with Fwill the Lover. Inner partner in the eternal creative dance between complementary polarities. He will lead you on the path of understanding the difference between imposed power and shared power, and respect for the Earth's natural sovereignty and its rules, which allow us to live in abundance and fullness on the planet. He will teach you to use respect, trust, and listening to learn to become the companion and the guardian of the creativity of the sacred feminine, in the dynamic balance between masculine and feminine energy, inside and outside all of us. Beautiful. So pile number 3, very interesting. Today, I feel like all 3 piles, especially pile number 1, if you were called to that pile as well, definitely check it out. I feel like for the majority of the collective, I feel like I'm picking up this energy of balance, especially between the masculine and the feminine. So pile number 3. Okay, with this card specifically starting out your reading, I'm getting the sense here that within the next 72 hours, perhaps you will be acknowledging, okay, either a new feminine approach to something, or acknowledging a masculine approach or masculine figure in your life. And I feel like with what this card suggests, I feel like by just being there, by existing, by observing, by listening, you're actually going to receive a lot of helpful information and wisdom. Okay, very specific, so take what resonates and leave what doesn't. This card could also indicate perhaps within the next 72 hours, you will be spending some quality time if you resonate with being in a relationship with your partner. Take it how it's going to resonate, but let's dive a little deeper here. So pile number 3, your first tarot card today is the Empress. Very interesting, because the Empress is, that motherly figure. She defines the feminine aspect of life. So pile number 3, within the next 72 hours, I definitely am picking up for the majority of you here, you're going to be focusing on your feminine side. Whether you identify as male or female, doesn't matter. We all have feminine energy within us. But I am sensing this need to soften, okay, to be observant, to listen. It's very interesting because, the feminine is the one who receives, right? She receives the information. She is very observant, okay, and aware of her surroundings. She's very soft, right? So I feel the need to soften pile number 3 within the next 72 hours here with the Empress and the Lovers present. But your second tarot card today is the King of Pentacles. So the King of Pentacles, to me, this is one of the most abundant figures in the tarot deck. Okay, he represents having an abundant amount of material resources. Okay, he is prosperity, essentially. So perhaps within the next 72 hours, perhaps you may resonate with feeling very abundant within your feminine energies, right? I feel like for the majority of you here, this reading really is screaming to me that within the next 72 hours, you are going to be embracing that feminine side of yourself. And through this embracement, I feel like you're going to recognize all that you truly have, which is interesting because in this Lovers card, there was a suggestion in there about stopping to listen. stopping to appreciate too. So I feel like within the next 72 hours, by softening up, okay, being a little gentler on yourself, on the world around you, you're going to start realizing how much you truly have or how much opportunity you have here. Interesting. But your last tarot card today, pile number 3, is the 8 of Dragonflies, which is the 8 of Cups. So to me, the 8 of Cups could often represent leaving behind something or someone that is no longer fulfilling you, something or someone that is not allowing you to grow. So pile number 3, I'm definitely picking up this need to change perspectives, okay? This need to let go of something in order for something else to come in. So for the majority of you here, perhaps this 8 of Cups is representing, a masculine approach to something, okay? And within the next 72 hours, by diving deep into your femininity, again, male or female, doesn't matter, okay? Yeah, you're going to realize how much more opportunity you have when you put yourself in that energetic space, right? I know it's a little hard to explain pile number 3, but I really hope this is all making sense. Let me know down in the comments below if it is or is not. But pile number 3. This last oracle card is from the Angels and Ancestors Oracle deck, and it should give us some solid advice on how to move forward. So you guys have Wise One, grow within your current situation. Exactly. With that 8 of Cups card, I was picking up an energy that there is something, okay, either currently in your energetic field or in the past there was something in your energetic field that just didn't allow you to grow the way you needed to. So within the next 72 hours, I feel like, again, the Wise One represents being able to see things objectively, okay, and take in the wisdom from those experiences. So pile number 3, within the next 72 hours, again, I definitely see a softening, okay, happening either within you, around you. And as a result of this softening, you're going to be a little bit more observant. You're going to be more receptive, right? This could be receptivity of information, okay? You could be or you could start to receive, a call from your intuition, whatever the case may be. I definitely just see the need to step back, right? And really analyze what is working for you and what is not. And I feel like by, again, softening, being receptive, being observant, listening to yourself and the people around you, you're going to realize what is really no longer working, what is no longer fulfilling, and what is stunting your growth. Again, the King of Pentacles is the most abundant figure in the deck. So perhaps for some of you, within the next 72 hours, by taking a new approach to something or perceiving something in a new way, you're going to realize just how abundant you are, just how much prosperity that you sow on a daily basis here. I definitely see with the 8 of Cups here, it's interesting how the cup is there's one cup being betrayed in the card, but it is upside down. So perhaps you may resonate with people putting you down in the past. Okay, perhaps you may resonate with having the word strict parents just came to my mind. Perhaps you were raised in a very strict way or by really strict parents. And yeah, perhaps that's why you tensed up a little bit, okay? Tensed up is just metaphorical. So only take it if it resonates, but again, I just see a softening of some kind happening here. And through this softening, being more receptive to the information around you is going to help you feel more abundant. But pile number 3, to end the reading today, I have this Astro Oracle deck. So I'm just going to ask Spirit, is there any other pieces of information, advice, anything that pile number 3 should be focusing on at this time within their next 72 hours? Any other pieces of advice or information for pile number 3? Ooh. Oh, nice. Okay. So I'm going to read the one that flipped up first. So you guys, the first one you guys got was Trine with auspicious positivity and luck. Love it. So perhaps within the next 72 hours, you'll have a little bit of luck on your side. If there's anyone out there that's been thinking about doing something or a little hesitant about doing something, definitely go for it within the next 72 hours, right? Because I feel like luck is on your side at this time. The word auspicious is sticking out to me as well. So, for some of you that may mean something, for some of you it may not. Take it how it resonates. But your second one is sextile with harmony, ease, and compatibility. Beautiful. Again, this is reminding me of that lover card that you got. Harmony, compatibility. Yeah, I feel like by addressing your feminine side more, it will provide more harmony for you, more clarity as well. I feel like within the next 72 hours, by adapting to this new approach, okay, things are going to start falling into place with ease. Beautiful energy. So your last oracle card. All right. So your last piece of information, pile number 3, you guys have mutable with versatility, flexibility, and adaptability. Yeah. This pretty much describes your reading in a nutshell to me. Again, I feel like for the majority of you here, you may resonate with being used to doing things or approaching problems a certain way. And I feel like within the next 72 hours, you are being adaptable. You are being versatile. By softening up, okay, you are allowing things to be received, right? In order to be receptive, sometimes you need to soften. So pile number 3, I definitely am picking up a sense here that within the next 72 hours, you are going to be trying a brand new approach. Okay, you're going to be trying something new, something different. And although it may feel a little uncomfortable in the beginning, I feel like even you yourself is going to float, that word come out, is going to float into it with ease. I feel like this is something that is very beneficial for you. I feel like speaking long term, it will help bring in more abundance and prosperity in your life with the King of Pentacles. And overall, yeah, you are going to be leaving behind situations, people, jobs, places, traumas, events that just stunt your growth. I feel like for the majority of you here, the phrase, I'm willing to try anything, at this point just came to my mind. So for some of you, this could be some sort of desperate attempt to grow, to be more than what you currently are, right? Beautiful, beautiful energy. I'm definitely seeing a lot of expansiveness, okay, entering your energetic field. Again, a lot of adaptability. And overall, by the end of the next 72 hours, pile number 3, you are going to be feeling like the wise one, okay? Beautiful, beautiful energy. But my friends, I believe that is all I'm seeing in your spread today. So if you wouldn't mind hitting that like button, subscribing to the channel, and dropping a rose down below, all 3 of these things help promote content in the future. If you are feeling called to donate, all that information is down below as well. However, not required, okay? And only donate if you have the funds to do so. Most importantly, pile number 3, have a beautiful, receptive, okay, versatile, and strengthening of the soul next 72 hours. Okay, my friends, I will catch you guys next time.